Greetings. How y'all doing? Gang. Cold, huh? Hey.
Hi, everybody. Hi,
Hey.
Margarita, Marion.
Hey, Wanda. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Zach.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, Landon.
Hi, Zach. Hey, Ant Dog.
Frank. Good evening, Anthony.
I'm cold.
Yeah, me and Landon's one-on-one is this week. Clyde, what up? Victor.
I didn't even see you had messaged me.
So I was going to be late? Yeah, I was trying to get here.
I was trying to stay up, walk around the house, and next thing you know, I got cold, and I was like, I need a blankie.
Need a binky.
A blinky.
Binky. You got blinkies.
Blinky.
You got blinkies. Oh, Daisy wants to say hi to that camera. Hey, camera. Hey, Daisy dog. I know a lot about the dinar. I know how to eat kibble. I don't like it, but I know how.
She eats it. She'll eat it with some gravy.
No, let me drink.
Hit the like button, y'all, while we get ready.
When it hits 100, I'll start the music.
We're already at 100.
Are we?
100 people?
Ow!
I am April Baby. And I am the humblest.
Is you live? Is you live, baby? Solder. Blanca. Woohoo!
What about solder?
Someone just put in here, Earl put solder.
What that mean, Earl? What that mean? Hi, Blanca. Hey, Pimpé.
Daisy, say hi, Daisy. Hi. Hi, Daisy. Hi. Hi, gang, gang, gang. Puppy gang, gang, gang. Daisy saying,
Pimpé said, messing with my emotion, laugh out loud. Why you late? It's a thing called a job. That already ain't happening, brother. We still gotta report in.
man, I'm loving this news though, man. For real.
Raymond said I need a good mattress.
Man, I need to get in my mattress. Hard to work till 14 and then come home and do an hour show.
Hey, Pimpé. Hey, Marco.
Big game, James. Boom. Let's do the damn news. Ready.
Let's do this.
Todd, thank you for working on the Miss BB logo. Thank you. I wanted to say that publicly.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he said he started it.
Oh, do tell.
It's a secret. What the fudge?
Yeah, what's that? Oh, that's just the link?
Oh, Kareem Drive. That's that Kareem. That was trash. It's my new word. It's trash. It's trash.
Oh, Lord.
Trash. So Friday. Sunday. Okay, on Sunday, a delegation to... Oh.
Introductions.
Ladies first.
I am... Wait, let me get right there. I am April BB.
And let me look the same. I am Mr. Brando. And welcome to the Reinstatement, not the lop of the Iraqi Dinar IQD chat. And world news.
My brethren, let's hear the news.
Okay. Hey. Shout out to everybody that's here tonight. Thank you for staying up late. The delegation from Baghdad is visiting Erbil to discuss the oil file. If you're going to talk about things that are relevant to what's happening, I've said this once, I've said it twice, I've said it 3 times. Watch the things that are going to get you paid. Okay? You got to watch trade, the WTO. You got to watch them opening their borders in free trade with Kuwait. You got to watch them setting up trade agreements like with China and other groups. You got to watch them also setting up stocks and securities. Why? Because it only makes sense that if you're going to sell and it's stuff that's certifiable or insurable or somehow that would yield a dividend, that you'd have to have a nominal currency or a recognized currency. I'm not saying a currency that holds a tremendous value. I'm just saying a currency that has a value, a value period, right? Mm-hmm. That you would trade in that currency, that you could sell your stocks and bonds and securities in it, right? And we're going to show you how they're doing that, okay? And I also told you to look out for the HCL, and I also told you to look out for Article 140. And I also told you to look out for the MOE. I keep saying the MOE is done. They keep saying they're going to name names, whatever. MOE's done. I'm off the MOE. The MOE it's a formality to me right now, right? It's just like they're going to do it when they do it. They're going to get to it rather quickly, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, a delegation is visiting Erbil to discuss the oil file. It's so funny that the only thing they're hung up is about the oil file. That's the only reason why you're there. They're visiting delegations of the federal government on Sunday to Erbil to discuss the region's revenues from oil and the amount of export. The government sources told Mawaz magazine that a delegation from the federal government is made up of members of the Finance Committee, the Oil and Gas Committee, and the Parliamentary Legal Committee. The delegation will visit the Ministries of Finance, Natural Resources, Kurdistan Region Government to discuss the issues of the budget oil. They're nearly a resolution of 70 ambassadors. They're starting to get their ambassadors. They're like, like we have ambassadors that go to different countries and stuff. Like our ambassador to Finland. They're starting to name those ambassadors. They're starting to get that all lined up. In the next coming days, they've already pretty much got everybody done. They're ready for a vote, it says. We're going to move on because there's much more important stuff out there. Now, let's get it popping. Like Orville Redenbachen. Okay? Uh-oh, my eye itches.
Uh-oh, itchy eye.
Itchy brown eyes.
Would you say it starts feeling like fall in October here? The end of October?
Yeah, end of October. Yeah. Tell you what happens when you have allergies here, the trees start to pollinate more in mid-September, and it just wreaks havoc on my eyes. Like, really, like, it just, ooh. The Arab Monetary Fund adopts the indices of the Iraqi Stock Exchange. The Arab Monetary Fund includes the indexes of the stock exchange to its data from the current month of September, and this is the first time the indicators are displayed within the fund data. The executive director of the Iraqi Markets for Securities, Tahamed Abdul Salam, in a statement seen by the Economic News, that as a result of the joint cooperation between the Iraqi Stock Exchange and the Securities Commission with the Arab Monetary Fund has been completed, and the experimental stages of work in the download of trading data and indicators for the market during the month of August successfully by the Department of Economic Systems. As the beginning of September, trading data within the Arab Monetary Fund database became among 17 financial markets registered in the fund. So, does that mean you're international? No. But what it does mean is that you just broke out the ISX into 17 markets. Pretty good for a currency that holds no value. So, here's the question. If you're in those markets since August they've been collecting data, right? Mm-hmm. Where's the dividends?
The stocks make dividends, but we don't see them, right?
Why not? I mean, I'm not saying we should or shouldn't. I'm just saying, I wonder if they made money or lost money or whatever. And, I mean, I can show you, because there's a list, how they did. You know what I mean?
Well, one, I would think it's not a whole lot of money, right?
No, because it's zero money. I mean, think about it. It's zero. So, like, if one stock made $1, not even $1, it made $1 dinar. It made, what? 1/1,000,000th of a penny, right? So it's not even really enough to even mention. But the important part to mention here, I told you to watch for them to emerge in different markets. Now they're in 17 new markets for ISX.
So what are those markets?
They don't list them. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't care if they're in the Little League market in Katy, Texas.
The reason why I asked about it, because of our conversation earlier, that's all. About someone thinking that they're going to start October 1 with the Nasdaq. And when I read that article from July, it's more of they're going to use the same system,
right,
as the Nasdaq,
or they're going to use a platform that was created them by Nasdaq October 1,
right,
which is a platform that allows them to trade internationally,
right.
Okay,
and so let me say this, and I kind of brought a little picture with me. anytime something major happens, that company, that country would open or ring the bell of the New York Stock Exchange. And so I have one picture of the Chinese president in 1997. He rung the bell back in 1997, and I can't remember why, but they came to the New York Stock Exchange, rang the bell while he was in power. So you would definitely see something somewhere, some Iraqi official.
Don't you think that at least the Iraqi Stock Exchange president would be there, or the Minister of Finance, or a combination thereof, or somebody
from Iraq high up the food chain?
Some dignitary, right?
Yeah.
Besides Snoop Dogg or Nick Cannon, who have also rung the bell at Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Thank you. April Beebe with the awesome color photo. Good job, babe.
Yeah, thanks.
Mahandi receives the name of the Ministry of Education. Now, he's got names, okay? So they said they're going to release those names in the next few days. Now, the reason why I think it's kind of important is because they want to make it a woman from the Nineveh Providence, and that's going to end the cabinet, okay? Now, you still have a void now with the health minister, but again, by October 24th, they said all positions by proxy will be ended. So that's incredibly heating up for October heading into November. I'm not saying anything there. I'm just saying that, again, look for conclusions. Don't look for dates. Look for things to conclude. Okay? Now, I thought this was big, big, big. Okay? There was a thing out there. The Minister of Finance confirms, okay, the economic policy to a market economy. What'd I tell you? Finance Minister Food Hussein said on Sunday the memorandums of understanding signed by Iraqi delegation with the Chinese side during his visit. China will be under the umbrella of oil for projects and modern technology. Again, I told you guys the only reason why China wanted in Iraq is for oil and in trade. They have nothing to do with finance. They have nothing to do with infrastructure. All they want is oil for projects and technology.
Mr. Brando, the ISX goes live in 4.5 hours. It's
wrong. It's been live. It's been live for years. Guys, what's going on?
If you're part of the ISX group, you know that.
Right. No, y'all listen.
Stop.
Listen, the ISX has been alive and well. I just read you a thing that said they traded over 1 billion shares last month. They've been live. They just emerged into 17 new markets. Mm-hmm. How is that not live? Mm-hmm. Y'all, come on now. Y'all are way more astute than this. Come on. They've been live, okay? Now, them emerging into new marketplaces is the reason why you ought to be saying it's not a closed market economy. Now it's going into a market economy. Oh my gosh, it's not closed. It's opening up.
You got a call.
Guess who it is?
Mr.
Hey, hey, Nathan.
Are you on? I don't think you're on my speaker.
Hey, Nathan.
I know you're live. Don't worry. I know you're live.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't want to say your name if you didn't want to know you were live.
Hello?
Hey,
yeah,
Nathan.
hello. We're live.
Yeah, I know you're live. I've been watching. I've been sending you messages, April, but you obviously haven't been reading them.
I haven't gotten that far down the food chain yet. I'm only at 9:30 messages right now. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Very good. By the way, I like your new hairdo.
Thank you. I thank you.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Well, brother from another mother, long time no hear from.
Well, there we go, Mr. Brando. So you tell me now. Here's your chance. Ask me every question you want. I'm actually sitting in a bar in Latin America, so I don't know how good a connection this is. But,
Any question I want to ask you?
Yeah, any question you want, man.
How much?
One chance.
All right, you've obviously been drinking, so I'm going to ask. How much currency have you purchased for countries around for the Sheikh of Qatar?
Well, technically speaking, I haven't purchased. I've
Brokered.
I've obtained currency for certain institutions.
How much?
Well, originally, that's a good question, but what we're talking in currency terms from an IQD perspective, or in US dollar terms and the current exchange rate?
Dollar terms, just regular.
I know how this is going to come across with your viewers, man. So But I'll do this.
Okay, can I give him a little background? Y'all, we're going to interrupt our story here because we have a very special guest on. This is my friend. We're going to call him Nathan. And Nathan is one of the persons that super early on has been a true mentor, good friend of mine. He is someone that has given me not only true insight into the IQD, but has firsthand knowledge because he is tied in to the royal families, not only Saudi, but Qatar. And he's hit legit. Like, he's not bullshitting. I've got his dossier. I've seen all his credentials. I know the people he runs with. If there is such a term as running with banksters, people that move money around the world, you've got him. So if you want to ask me a question to ask Nathan, now's your chance. If you want to hear, this is legit. Like, this is, I didn't really expect him to ever do this, but I'm going to ask him some questions I know you want to know. Nathan, so when you're buying this money, how much money have you purchased for these people?
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit, man. So, but look, this is, look, there's definitely a play going on with the IQD. Call it a covert play or whatever. But since September last year, a few of us were engaged by certain institutions in the Far East to acquire large amounts of IQD. Believe it or not, I'm not one of these guru clowns. I have a huge. I'll tell you who I am. I've followed some of these gurus, and I have a huge disdain for all the bullshit. Am I allowed to say bullshit on your stream? Brando, I don't know.
We speak freely here.
Okay, that's good. So, I'm Skelfler. I'm the person who's been, as you would call it, trolling Mark Z on his stream.
Yeah.
So, some of your listeners will know or would have heard of Skelfler because, and I will be doing a call-in on Mark Z stream in a few weeks' time when I've completed my transactions. But basically, there's this whole world about the GCR and what have you is a pretty interesting world, to say the least. But I know for a fact from personal transactions that I'm involved in, have been involved in for some time, that there is a play by certain institutions, mainly from the Far East, involved with the IQD. Now I can't claim to know what the real reasoning behind that. I have speculated with Mr. Brando in private what that's all about. Whether that's the form of a global currency reset, I just don't know. I'm not going to be one of these guru idiots that claims to know about all that stuff because it's at a level that I don't even personally understand. But saying that, I know for a fact that there is a premium being paid for IQD of a certain run, a print run, a certain year, a certain denomination of the IQD. I've spoken at length for how long has it been, Mr. Brando? For
over almost a year now. Almost a year.
Yeah. So and those transactions that I'm involved in have coming to a conclusion by the end of mid-November at the latest. And so yeah, but it's probably best if you just ask me questions, Mr.
Okay.
Brando.
I got a question. What denomination and what series bills did you buy for your clients?
Well, the denomination is 25K IQD notes, but at the same time, there's a certain print run, it's a little bit more complicated than that. The institutions looking to acquire IQD are looking for a certain serial number run of IQD. Now, that's not to say that the average speculator or your average listener now who's invested in IQD, it's just different. You've got to understand when institutions buy or speculate in the currencies, they have the majority of these institutions, or the institutions I'm involved in, have compliance departments, which people understand. So I can't. I'm not going to tell you or try to speculate on exactly what's behind this, in the sense that it's obviously a lot deeper than either one of us understand. But all I know is that mean, I'm willing to tell you what the premium we've been getting paid,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, I'm sitting here in a bar in Latin America, and I can just imagine how this is sounding to the majority of your viewers. So,
Okay, you have a question. He says, does Nathan know if employers are using X-Rapid systems for transfers of currencies?
okay, say that again, man.
Do you know if they're using X-Rapid
system for transfers of currency?
X-Rapid.
Yeah, no. You guys are actually picking up physical currency, correct?
So what we do is I was approached early last year, to acquire large amounts of IQD on behalf of certain institutions, Far East. I'll go as far as to say they were Eastern institutions, to acquire large sums of IQD. I don't know what the term that person just used. I've never heard of that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you picked up physical currency. So if you purchased currency that came straight from the CBI, physical currency in crates, correct?
You're saying CBI. I haven't said that. You're only saying that because you know where I got my IQD from. So, yeah, we transferred IQD into a holding account on behalf of institutions. I won't say where I got my IQD from.
Okay. Hold on here. Let me adjust the camera because people can't see us.
So, Susan asked, does this mean the IQD we've purchased is not the serial numbers that are of value?
No. This is what he purchased for his clients, okay? They did this to fly under the radar, okay? Nathan, could you tell me some of the types of clients that you work with?
Well, I mean, when you say type, the financial institutions, I know in the past you've alluded that it was like for Pepsi and that. I remember that one of the calls you made that you had somebody you knew that. It doesn't work like that. It's just, it's a little bit different than that. I was approached, I'll say it again, I was approached early last year to acquire IQD or certain denominations on a certain print run by leading Far Eastern institutions, and I've never, and to this day, as I'm speaking to you right now, and as you and I both know, and you've asked me a million times, I do not know the reasoning behind it. But they have paid a significant premium, and I'm willing to go seeing we're live. They're paying. The institutions we're involved in, they're paying a significant premium, but we're not talking about any of this pie in the sky stuff about, they're not paying us, it's $3 or $4 per IQD.
No.
They're paying, when you extrapolate it over with regards to the commissions and everything involved, it actually equates to roughly about 2 to 2.5 cents per dinar, as opposed to the current exchange rate, which is what, one tenth of a penny, give or take, yeah?
Right, so you're paying about 2,000% more.
No, so let's give an example here.
Okay.
So let's say that these particular institutes approach us that they're looking for 1 billion dinar. So 1 billion dinar in the current exchange rate would be worth, give or take, depending on where you buy it or how you buy it, physical IQD would be, give or take, at 900K USD.
Right.
So the institutions we're involved in are willing to pay upwards of 20 million to 25 million per 1 billion IQD. So, even an idiot can work out that sort of markup. So that works out to 2 to 2.5 cents per IQD, depending on the transaction, yeah?
And what type of, when these guys make an investment and they make that type, and they pay a premium, what type of margin of exchange are they trying to make off their money?
Yeah, say that again, man.
So if I paid 2 cents and I'm one of your clients, what type of, you're getting feedback. Turn down your radio, Nathan.
He's on
Feedback. So let's say you paid 2 cents extra, right? Hold on. Glenn, he doesn't live in the USA. He's never lived in the USA. He wouldn't go to a USA bank to exchange. He lives overseas, okay? If he was to exchange, he could probably tell you where into, like, let's say, Colombia or Peru to exchange, but not in America. He doesn't live here.
But see, the transactions we're involved in, which we started with September of last year, so approximately a year ago.
Uh-huh.
These are off what they would refer to as off-book transactions. So the first transactions was a fairly minimal amount. So the institutions, there was a representative of the institutions from the Far East that contacted me to acquire the IQD with certain prerequisites in place, which we provided, and it was a fairly nominal amount.
Mm-hmm.
It's successfully concluded, obviously, as you know firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came back to us. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We're here. We're here. Nathan? Something's happening.
Picture, bro.
Call in.
Okay, y'all. Let it hang out. What you guys don't understand about Nathan is this. The reason why these people pay a premium, and I know who he's buying it for, is because when they buy something, if you're a nationalist or a country, you're buying something at a premium because you want something, you want it for a certain price, because you know you're going to get something else for it.
Okay, Nathan, we got you back. Yeah, we could hear you before. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, he's having bad reception.
Okay, we'll talk to Nick. You can try one last time if he doesn't come through.
Hello? Nathan?
Hey, Bobby.
Nathan?
No, we can't.
No,
hear
we
him.
can't hear him.
Tom. Nathan, we'll hang up. Okay. What you guys got to understand, and my point to this is that people don't buy IQD because it's worthless. People like this, the Chinese, the sheiks, these people don't buy it because it's worth nothing. And they don't pay a premium for a product that's worth nothing because they're going to get nothing out of it. These people 10x their money, okay? This is one thing that made me a believer in the IQD early on. Even when Nathan tried to discourage me and tell me that it was worth nothing, I still knew it was worth something. No, Nathan, we'll hit you back, bro. We'll hit you back, Nathan. Don't worry. I'll do a special call with Nathan on Wednesday. I'll do a call with Nathan on Wednesday. You guys got to understand that there's a lot of truth out there with the IQD and what's going on, okay? I don't think I can get him.
Yeah. Nathan? Hello?
Am I live?
You're live. You're live.
Yeah, it's probably best. Listen, it's probably not. It's like it's just going to come across very, very poorly, for want of a better word, in front of your listeners. So I'll go live. Let's prepare something because I've got nothing.
Let's do it Wednesday. Nathan, I'll call you Wednesday. Let's do it Wednesday and we'll prepare something, okay? I'll write down all the questions.
Yeah, do some questions. Yeah, that's fine. I can do some questions, and I know a lot of your listeners that buy into all this Chinese,
elder crap.
All this BS.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not a proponent of that.
Right.
But I can provide stuff which you've seen, some of it, Mr. Brando.
Yes.
Personally, stuff that's my credentials and the stuff I've been involved in. But I have a huge disdain for these gurus. You know that, yeah?
I know you do.
So it's a personal vision of mine.
Vendetta.
Some of the BS that they've been, with all this crap about Dragon Fam.
Oh, no.
This is ridiculous.
I have a special project I'm going to enlighten you to on Wednesday. Trust me. I have a special project. I will. Don't worry. I have a new friend I'm going to introduce you to.
Yeah. Well, you're breaking up, man. So
We'll talk Wednesday, bro.
yeah, I'll do that, and then you can ask your listeners if they wanted to come in some questions, but and some credibility issues if there are, which is understandable. But bear in mind, the condition is I'll come on and without having a few beers in some Latin American bar, I'll come on and I'll answer the questions.
Okay.
But bear in mind, I'm not going to buy into, and if they give me questions about all this all this sort of crap that gurus are spreading about, it's just ridiculous. People, there is a play. All I can, and the Zim, I won't talk about the Zim, but I know for a fact that, as you know, there's a play for the IQD. I won't talk about the Zim. I don't know anything about it. None of the people I'm associated with or have or principals in my transactions have even heard of the Zim stuff. So I don't know anything about that. But I will definitely go full on a Wednesday call, did you say?
Yes, Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday.
Wednesday. So if they can send in questions, and I'm not under an NDA and all this other crap you hear. I'm not under an NDA. I mean, you've actually already said my first name,
Right?
Which is fine. It's not a problem. I don't really care. But but it is what it is. So yeah. So let's get together and do some questioning and stuff. I'm fully on. Probably not. It's obviously not. I'm sitting in an American bar, but
I know.
I would be very, very interested. Yeah, that's fine. I can. All the questions you can bring on, I can bring on.
All right, bro. We'll do it Wednesday. We'll do a good show on this. It'll be my pleasure.
Okay, man.
All right, bro.
Will you contact me tomorrow? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Bye, Nathan.
Bye-bye. Now, I will tell you this because I know this for a fact. I get contacted today from people all over the world. I met Nathan a year ago. Right? Almost. And Nathan was one of those people that liked our approach. He liked for us to analyze the dinar for what it was, right? He was buying the dinar for people as an investment, right? And his idea is that there was some truth to what we were saying, but he just didn't have all the blanks filled in because he's a broker. You see, he's a money broker, right? Now, because he represents a royal family, he couldn't really get into it, right? Mm-hmm. And as he's followed us, he's, gone into what we think, what was going on. He was like, no, it's not that, it's this. But his information's always checked out. And, go ahead.
So why don't you do a post on Facebook and say, that people can list their questions there for Wednesday.
Okay. I'll do a special post on Facebook just for him. Now, does he know when the RV is going to happen? No, he doesn't. He's never claimed to know that, and neither have I. You'd be a fool to say that, right? You'd be stupid. But what he does know is that they're buying this IQD, and does he own some?
Oh, wait, does he? What you doing?
Gonna show him something.
Oh, you got a call coming in.
Lee, wait. I'll show you something. I'll show the world something they've never seen before. My closest friends have seen this. My inner circle's seen this. His conversations have gone back forever with him, so I got to be careful here. Hang on here. Hold on here. I know this is dead air and it sucks. Lee, I'll get to you in a second here. When I tell you him and I have spent hours contemplating theory, talking at dossiers, looking at the people involved in this as far as banks or central bankers, he's the real deal, okay? And I trust him. And there's not a lot of people anymore in this game that I trust. I know you are, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. But I'm going to show him something that you showed me once. You guys have no clue what some of these people are involved in when it comes to the IQD. Hold on. I've got to go through a year's worth of messages, so hold on before I show you something.
You want to pull it up for Wednesday's show?
No, do it right now. Keep talking. Talk about anything. How was your day? Hold on, kids. I know this is tedious, and I know you're going, this is crap. But when I show you this, it'll make sense. And if it doesn't... Okay. When someone can show you that... That's a certificate for that's what you call a certificate for a commission for 1 billion IQD. Now, no one in the game can show you that. I can show you that because I know someone who has one. That's what real wealth in the world's about. Now, Nathan has that type of power because he deals with those type of clients. Most of us don't. So when I tell you that these guys are entering a free market society, that's what they're doing. Now, I'm going to call Lee back because he's itching to call me. And let's see what's going on with Lee because he's dying here. And I'm going to get to this news before I get done with anything so he can hirsch. Lee, let me get to the news real quick. Hold on here. The managing director of Nasdaq Middle East said, with the upcoming development in the use of the latest Nasdaq technology, the Iraqi Stock Exchange will join the Middle East Stock Exchange community in deploying high-quality multi-asset trading technology that meets international standards. We also look forward to supporting the Iraqi Stock Exchange X as it continues to develop and innovate. Nasdaq provides transparency, insight, and navigate the current global capital market as the creator of the world's first stock market, Nasdaq, and home to nearly 4,000 total listings at a market cap of about 15 trillion. You guys, the ISX is out there. It's already gone. Stop looking for that. MOUs with China out there. Launched. It's oil for projects. Launched. Parliamentary calls for canceling the budget of the Kurdistan region. Kurdistan region's playing hardball. Okay? They want to cancel everything if they don't get the oil fund done, the oil file done. The banks out there are asking to bring in all those old damaged notes and to replace them. And it's called Operations Required and Rice Baskets Damaged for those categories of time, effort for difficult counting and counting machines. They're trying to acquire all those old damaged little notes. Why? I told you guys. They're trying to get more banking inclusion. I told you that. It's no secret they want more banking inclusion just like we do. Now, I told you they wanted more trade. They're looking for a joint operation with Kuwait. Pempe, keep talking. Say anything, Pempe. What's going on, man?
Oh, I love listening to your friends, but I was saying I can kind of explain why a lot of big corporations buy huge amounts of uncirculated foreign currency. If I'm not mistaken, you can ask them about this, but I'm almost sure this is what they do. It's called FX forward is what it is. So basically what it is you negotiate with the bank, and that is you lock in today's rate for future purchases of currencies. So a lot of large corporations will lock in today's rate, wait for the rate change to change, and then buy more of the currency at the rate they locked in today, cheaper. So the currency becomes more valuable. So when you're doing foreign trade, you really can make a ton of money that way. You'll know what I'm talking about. So but you have to buy a lot of currency to do that, just so you're aware. I'm almost certain that's what he's doing. So let's hypothetically Coca-Cola says, I want to buy $1 billion of dinar at today's rate. I'm going to do the FX 40. That means what I'm buying for today, I could buy it again in the future for the same rate that I'm buying today.
Right. Well, what they did was, simply put, and I'll say this to you guys so you understand. Nathan and those guys, you had to buy at least $25 billion. Okay?
Ooh, nice.
They bought $25 billion at 2 cents. Okay? That's every play for every country around the world. The United States bought it. China bought it. Germany bought it. A lot of countries bought that much IQD to put in their coffers for a rainy day. Okay? Now, why they bought it, no one will discuss. But people like Nathan are around the world to broker those type of deals. Okay? He knows another guy that's a banker that represents some guys that are out of the middle, out of like China and like the Asiatic countries. That's how I met him, because that guy and him talked, and he represents the Asian countries. My friend Nathan represents the Middle Eastern countries. You see what I'm saying? So Nathan's telling me all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know the back end story. You see what I'm saying? But what I do know is this. They didn't buy that money because they didn't expect to make 25 cents. They expected to make mucho dollars on their money. Mucho, okay?
Yeah, that's why I think if you ask them, you're going to find out. I think what it is called FX 40. You'll find out about it. So this is an agreement that you enter in with your bank to lock in today's exchange rate for future. So in other words, buying them. Like, let's just say we work out a deal with the bank, and we're buying $1 billion worth of dinar. I'm just making this up, of course. Let's say the guy says, look, you buy $1 billion, and we'll charge you $10,000. I'm just making it up. It's not real. Okay, so we go, okay, that's the deal. But we're doing what's called FX forwarding, which is we make an agreement to buy X amount of them, which is a large purchase of them, and in the future we can buy it for the same rate. So if the rate changes and it does become $3 in the exchange rate, we don't pay the $3. We still get to pick it up at the rate in which we lock it in. That's how them guys become richer.
Right.
You have to be able, but you make a lot of money that way. It's called FX forward. You can ask him about that.
Well,
I have a feeling that's what he's doing. He's hooking up some really big wigs, and that's why it's important to them to buy these denominations in sequential order and uncirculated. It's because they're FX forwarding. They're going to lock down whatever the rate is today in anticipation that the rate change is going to change, and they can buy more of the currency in the future at today's rate, not the inflated rate.
And let's talk about this real quick. So, in Al-Madar, they got the demands by the demonstration. Tomorrow, on October 1st, there will be a huge demonstration. There are demands. The first demand, declaring a real war on corruption and opening all files of corruption with the help of international bodies specialized in corruption cases and legislation to law from where you get this. What they're saying there is they want to launch a real war against all the corrupt, and they want to arrest and have real bite behind it where they get time or punishment. Number 2, preventing the interference of political parties and blocs in the governmental work. Separating political entities from government positions, establishing the Federal Service Council. Meaning they want to stop secretariatism. They also want to stop people from having some type of like nepotism. So I get a job, I give Ms. Bibi a contract, she doesn't fulfill, but we get the money, right? Number 4, formation of the Construction Council, which consists of specialists to be responsible for all projects. So meaning that if I give Ms. Bibi a contract, she's responsible for actually carrying out the project. And she's liable for it. So if she doesn't do what she's supposed to do, then she's liable and I'm liable. Really support the private sector. Protect the domestic product, because that's the real only product that Iraq has is the domestic product, which is the oil fields. To eliminate unemployment, move the local economy and maintain foreign currency within the country and open the door to real domestic and foreign investment. That is a key point, right? That's a key freaking point. If I had the bombs, you should be dropping them. I should see 1,000 bombs going up that damn ticker right now. Bomb, 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 bomb. They want to see their currency hold a nominal freaking value of realistic value. They really want to support the private sector because they know to put their people to work, they got to have people invest in them. Okay? And this is the one I'm going to read. I won't go through all of them. They want to cancel the currency auctions and adopt a free market policy.
Yes, they do. I agree. I support that.
Okay? They want to restructure the government sector, the services, the real productive sectors. Amending the electoral services. Man, they sound like they want to be like America. Now, somebody asked me, list of the Baghdad Stock Exchange companies and tickers. There's a list of them. I've got the list right here. You can see it for itself. They don't show any list of who's paying what, but I've got it. I'm going to send it to Miss Bibi. She can post it up so you guys can see it, or a link. So you want to see all the companies that are already doing business on the ISX and have been? There it is. Boom. Boom. Free market economy, free trade. Man, you are at the cusp of greatness. We know from Resolution 661, write this down. This is a freebie. I'm going to give you something. The UN Security Council, because of UN Resolution 661, Iraq said they want to have a value pre-Resolution 661, which is somewhere around 1993. The value then was $3.22. They wanted to hold a value at least that for their reinstatement, not a revaluation. Not a revaluation. They never said revaluation. They said reinstatement. And I heard someone tell me this. This is my homeboy. Said, well, Mr. Brando, because they locked their currency and the old currency was that's really technically a revaluation. I would technically say you're right, but unequivocally you're wrong, because they want a reinstatement back to that time. And they label it with the UN Security Council. What more can I tell you?
It's the UN Security Council along with, again, IMF, that would do the reinstatement.
Who do you keep hearing? The UN Security Council, the IMF. UN Security Council, IMF. Why are you guys so fixated on stuff like the Dow and bullshit Hebrew councils? And this is bullshit.
Bring up the Dow again. Did somebody say something about that again?
No, I'm just jugging it, folks. But
I know. Here we go again.
and you know what, y'all? And I get it. When you're confused, you latch on to anything to find a little hope. But I'm telling you guys, you're on the cusp of greatness. They've already told you guys what they're going to do. There's no chance for a lop. They've already lopped. Now we're going to see the realization. They emerge into 17 emerging markets. They're already going to tell you they're going to announce a new MOE, and it's going to happen before October 24th. Now, does that mean something's going to happen between October now and 24th? No. But it also tells you that we already know for sure that the WTO is going to happen at the end of November. Now, will you guys give me some freaking bombs and some thumbs up?
They're already at dropping bombs.
Drop more and drop some thumbs. Now, I got two more little funky articles to tell you. One more. This is my last thing I'm going to tell you, and I'll take a call. An economic system in which products and prices are determined by unrestricted competition between privately owned businesses is a free market economy. I will tell you this. There has never been in the history of the world a free market economy. All economies are restricted by something. It's called government. However, the government that we're looking for is one that will not be restricted by the bonds of what? A restricted currency. There's a difference.
We've been saying that for 500 billion years that we are encouraging a free-flowing economy. That's exactly what we want.
We told you that. Pimpe told you that. I got to give all the props to Pimpe for that. Pimpe told you that. I didn't even have a clue. That's the truth. That if you want freaking truth, you don't want to listen to anyone that ain't talking about that. And if they ain't talking about that, Jack, they don't know what is going on in Iraq. I'm just being real.
A lot of these, I try not to pay attention to other gurus, but somebody will say, "Did you hear this?" And I go, "Let me hear what they're doing," because I want to respond to it properly. But I noticed that a lot of things are being brought up right now that we talked about a long time ago. So it's like, okay, but I mean, that's good. We already talked about that. They're not saying anything new. They're just regurgitating, what we already talked about a long time ago. So, there's a pat on the back for the show. You guys, it's a good thing of bringing it to these people. That's what's best about what's going on here.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
We talked about this crap a long time ago.
Y'all, listen. The stuff we talked about 6 months ago, the news that you guys introduced me, April, not even Pimp introduced me to, it's not that I'm that smart. It's that I'm smart enough to listen to you guys. That's being smart. Being smart means that you're smart enough to listen.
Everybody works together. That's the one thing I like
Yep.
about the Facebook group is everybody shares everything and everybody shares opinion. People got questions. Everybody gives their own opinion. There's no bickering in there. Everybody's like, let me share my idea. Let me share why I think this. And that's how it should be. Because there's no one person knows 100% of anything. But it's nice to at least share why you think this way, why I think that way, and see if there's something I'm missing, something you're missing, maybe something's misunderstood. But we all seem to be mostly, for the most part, on the same page. And that's what I love about it. So that's why I keep telling people they got to get in the group, because we post a lot more stuff in there than we do on the YouTube channel. Feel me?
And here, I'll give you guys something else. If you're going to post something or tell me something, have your link or have your person, like Nathan. I tell you all a lot about Nathan. Nathan felt like some type of way. Me and him haven't talked to him a little bit. He wanted to come on the air and tell his story.
Yep.
That's my people. I can't talk about these other gurus. Walking Stick, if you ever heard his voice, I never think you have.
I don't know that.
Have you heard any other guru? Because they're not gurus, they're bullshit artists. They'll never post their voices or their faces. They're only going to tell you, hey, believe me because I got boots on the ground. Believe me because of this. They'll never tell you, here's his voice, live.
They don't allow you to call in and ask questions.
Nope.
And I don't know if they interact with people. I don't know where their sites are, but I'm saying, I know we interact a lot in the group. There's a lot of stuff we interact. We play around even sometimes. If you're in there, you see we're silly in there. We like that too. Because you got to keep things a little bit loose. But for the most part, we don't have people that you could call in and ask questions or even have a debate about. That's just not happening in other shows. You know what I mean? I don't see that anywhere. I might be wrong. I'm not on every show. But you guys, I know a lot of people are out there listening to everything else. I'm just saying, I don't think there's anybody else out there doing that.
Hold on.
That should say a lot about what's going on here. The fact that you're not, hey,
Julia.
We don't know everything. But if you know something we don't know, share it.
Pimpe, hold on. Pimpe,
Go ahead.
hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Julia Kennedy just said, I heard Walking Stick's voice. Really?
Who's Walking Stick?
That's my boy Frank's. Well, he's not my boy. He's nothing but my boy. But he heard his voice. I've never heard his voice. I'd love to hear his voice.
What is it?
Well, hey, Mike, I was wrong about what I've been wrong about, my date. I thought.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, actually. Let me see is this the guy you're talking about?
Walking Stick said we'd be in a bank at the end of September.
ATMs or something like that in Iraq. So he's supposed to be like some inside guy. Is that the same guy you're talking about?
But let me tell you this. My boy right here, Nathan, I don't want to say he knows Ali Al-Alaq, but the guy that he knows, that's his business partner, knows Ali Al-Alaq. He knows him. I know he knows him.
That was interesting what he had to say. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and I told him early on he wanted to meet Pimpe, and I'm going to hook them up on Wednesday. And I got no problem introducing people. I never have. But what I always try to tell people is this. If you're going to have information and network, like this is a networking. This is what we call sharing information among friends. If you're going to network in this environment, network with people that have information that's going to get you to the bank for a clear understanding. Don't network with people that say, I know everything because I'm straight. I know this because I know this. Bullshit. You don't know anything. This is free. Imagine. Now, if you don't get anything out of learning, reading, doing what you got to do, then that's on you. I'm not here to spoon feed you. I'm here to guide you along the path. Okay? I'm not here to hold your hand, but I'm here to embrace my arms around you and say, hey, look, if you don't understand something, I'm here to help you. Okay?
We're here to give you the straight facts.
Right.
Sorry.
In the linchpin.
I can't resist. I'm saying, bro, you still alive? You look like you're about to fall asleep.
Y'all, I'm going to cut it short. Because Wednesday, I'm going to go long. I'm going to cut it short because my wife is sleeping.
It's actually not short. We kind of at an hour.
We had an hour?
Yeah.
Then we'll cut it short. Wednesday, we're going to come up with a post.
So let me tell you guys good night now. Good night, everybody.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Robert G, I'm not sure what you mean. I need the link for construction.
I don't know what you're talking about. But you guys, hey, man, we're going to post up, list all your questions for Nathan on the Facebook. I'll get with Susan. She'll help me do it. Or Michael, they'll help me do it. You guys, man, have a great night. I hope these people are insightful. Join Patreon. Get with the gang. Do your thing. Have a great night, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, man. Join the gang if you haven't already. And have a great evening, you guys. I love this interaction. I love bringing new players to the game.